Thank you, Madam Chair. Through you to Minister. And my questions are related to transportation services funding. And I would like to preface my question by recognizing that not everyone can afford a car or a bus pass. That's why it's so important that the government provides support for those low income and vulnerable Albertans who need to get across town to buy groceries, access services, or just go to work. This can also be important aspects of people's independence, the ability to get from point A to point B without relying on others. And Minister, looking at the key objective 2.4 that states that your ministry will provide funding to support access transportation services for low income and vulnerable Albertans. And how much funding is allocated in the next 3 years for these transportation services?
15 over 3, right?
And how many Albertans access this funding, Minister?
Well, again, Madam Chair, thank you for that question. So right now, in the budget's before us, $5 million is allocated for low-income transportation services. So if we put that over 3 years, it would be $15 million. I think we covered probably just recently what the purpose of that program is. Each municipality, though, that receives that funding for their low-income transit system determines the eligibility and how they distribute the pass itself. The reporting we receive from participating municipalities is that at the end of the third quarter of 2023, more than 560,000 transit passes and 275,000 individual fares have been provided to Albertans at reduced rates. A great example of success of the program is the City of Medicine Hat. Between April and December of 2023, the city provided more than 4,100 transit passes at a reduced rate to low-income residents. That's not the only program we have that's helping vulnerable Albertans access transportation. It's also worth noting we recognize that transportation is a social determinant of health, and making sure particular access for seniors and others to healthcare services, social services, and other important things like that in our community, which is why in March 2023 we provided another $3.5 million from the Low-Income Transit Pass program to be allocated through Healthy Aging Alberta to be able to provide funding for up to 20 rural communities until March of 2026. That funding supports the delivery of assisted transportation services for seniors and persons with mobility challenges in rural Alberta. 7 communities were funded in Phase 1: Edson, Oyen, Smoky River, Sundre, Fox Creek, Barhead, and Crow's Nest Pass. There are expressions of interest for Phase 2 that took place between January 15th and February 9th of this year, and 35 EOIs were selected to proceed in that application phase, which ended in April 2024. The other thing I would mention, Madam Chair, is the Special Needs Assistance Program also provides financial assistance to low-income seniors traveling greater than 80 kilometers round trip to see a medical specialist or for medical testing or treatment, and just over $1 million is dispersed across 2,000 seniors annually for that program.